but you're just trying to shoot an arrow with your eyes closed. So you publish your content, now what? So that might be your question. So you're just sitting there and thinking, what am I supposed to do to actually promote that content? How do I drive more people to see that piece of content, be it a podcast episode, a YouTube video, or a blog post? Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what I do after I publish each of my YouTube videos and what you need to remember each time you post a major piece of content, such as a podcast episode, a blog article, or a YouTube video just like this. So keep on watching. So welcome back to my channel. Jelena Ostrovska here from JelenaOstrovska.com. This is the best place for coaches and consultants who are trying to monetize their expertise on social media and turn those platforms into revenue generators. So let's get into the video. Now, when it comes to you driving more people over to see your piece of content, that will require you to be on multiple social media platforms, because obviously each platform has a different audience, each platform has a different demographic that you are likely going to want to reach. Now, how do you actually do that if you do not want to burn yourself out and you are just not sure how to create the content everywhere? So in this video, I actually talk about in details how you can become omnipresent and be on every single platform without burning yourself out. I show you how I repurpose my own content. So definitely check that video out. It's also down below in the description box, so check it out after you watch this video. Okay, so the very first and most important thing that you want to do with your pillar content, which is again, episode of the podcast, YouTube, or a blog post. So you want to sit down and actually plan them. So either you're going to use a planner, which is going to be like a paper planner, or you're going to use Asana, Trello, Google Calendar, Google Sheets. Doesn't matter, but you have to sit down and plan so you clearly know what is it that you are going to be publishing on the platforms. And if you're not sure how to actually plan that, I do talk about it in this video right here, where I pull out my Trello board and I show you what I do every single time I sit down and plan my content. So definitely check that out. So the number one thing that you must be doing is you have to do the keyword research if you want to stick to these platforms, if you want to actually be found and be discovered. Because if you just try to publish some videos or try to publish a blog post or something like that without an actual effort to make sure that you get found by a lot of people, then that strategy is not going to work long term. So YouTube and blogging specifically, they are all driven by search engines, so by Google and by YouTube. So podcast is a different kind of story. So the podcast you do want to promote through social platforms, so it's not necessarily going to be found by the keywords, but if people do look up your name, it's also going to be beneficial for your podcast to pop up. However, not a whole lot of people are going to be searching for your name unless you are a big influencer, unless you already have your name known in your field. So, you know, us regular people have to stick to the good old keyword research, which I share in details right here, where I show you how I personally use TubeBuddy to find the keywords that actually get my videos found. So you want to drive your existing audience to your videos, to your podcast, to your blog posts every single time you publish that pillar piece of content. And what I mean by that is every single time I have a new YouTube video, I immediately email my list, because my list is my biggest asset. And I'll leave a link down below in the description box as well to the video that I did all about building an email list, so you definitely do not want to miss that if you haven't watched that one. So this is my biggest asset, and that's the audience that sees those videos first before anybody else, right? So I want to drive that existing audience to get me that spike of traffic in the first 24 hours, especially for YouTube. That is super, super important for you to get as many people on your video before it gets pushed out by YouTube, because if your video does not get a whole lot of traction in the first 24 hours, then it's not going to get a whole lot of traction down the line. It may, but you're just trying to shoot an arrow with your eyes closed. If you have a question on how to actually make your content profitable, I do have something special that I want to share with you. So the waitlist to the Content Empire program that I'm launching is open, so it looks like this. So be sure to go ahead and sign up if you actually want to start making money from your social media content and from your pillar content, because I'm going to be showing you my entire 3-step system. It's a 6-module course where I break everything down and show you my step-by-step method on getting your paid clients through social media and through your content. So if you have been creating content, but it's not getting you any sales or leads, then you definitely want to sign up. So go ahead and check the description below and sign up for the waitlist to get the special bonuses. Okay, so now moving forward through the video, the other things that you also want to keep in mind every single time you publish a video or a podcast or a blog post is, where are your audience? Where can you go and connect with people? Where can you go and drive those people to your content? So the first thing that you want to do, if you are running Facebook ads, you definitely want to publish on your Facebook page. If you are on your Facebook profile, post on your Facebook stories. This is a little hack that I personally use. So every single time that I publish a video, then I post a little something on my stories, including both actually Instagram and Facebook stories. And then I go over to my YouTube channel, I go to the video that I'm trying to promote in that particular story, I click the share button on the video, and I do this on desktop because it does not work this way on mobile. And then the YouTube actually pushes me over to Facebook, and I have a choice to either post on my feed, which is not going to get any kind of engagement or any kind of reach, or I choose story, and that creates a clickable link. So I have been getting a lot of traction from my Facebook profile over to my YouTube channel, just because I have been using this clickable option for stories on the profile. So definitely try that out. So Instagram stories, the same thing. I always talk about the new video on my Instagram stories, and that's something that you want to be doing as well. If you have the swipe up feature, use it. If you don't, then I actually do talk about it here on how you can go ahead and add a link, which I have a link created by TubeBuddy inside of my Instagram bio, where it basically drives you to the latest video that I have on my channel. So when it comes to Instagram or Facebook, you can post something in your feed and talk about the new YouTube video that you already have. So that is something that I do as well. So I do it on Instagram, where I always include a PS line at the end of my post, and I drive people over to my YouTube video. And something else that I do that you also may want to start doing is, every single day when I have a major piece of content going out, which for me that is Tuesday and Friday on YouTube. So I'm extra active on social media platforms these specific days. I make sure that I post on Tuesday and on Friday on Instagram. I make sure that I post my Facebook group, I make sure that I post in my profile, I make sure that I post everywhere I possibly can, so I'm extra visible those days, so that way I can drive as many eyeballs as I can on my piece of content. Now, another way for you to drive traffic to your content is through Facebook groups. So if you have your own Facebook group, I would definitely publish content over there. I do this every single time in my own group, and I always have people viewing my content. I no longer do this in other people's Facebook groups just because it is considered spammy, and I just no longer do that. I used to have my virtual assistant do that, and we don't really implement that anymore just because I used to be in Facebook jail for that as well. So we no longer implement that. So I do not recommend you posting to spammy Facebook groups, none of that kind of stuff, just because it's not really give you quality traffic. Now, another place that I do go to promote my content is LinkedIn, which is a very overlooked social media platform. So I do publish always on my profile, and I also go and publish in communities. So LinkedIn does have groups as well, with hundreds and with thousands of people in those groups, so you definitely want to publish over there as well. And now another place which Again, it could be questionable. I'm not sure if you really want to do this, but there are workarounds on how you can do that as well. Is you can publish videos on TikTok, because we all know that TikTok is one of those platforms where you can go viral the fastest. So if you talk specifically to your ideal audience, or maybe you're going to do a dance video, maybe you're going to do a couple of tips and then direct people to your video, because on TikTok you can actually attach your Instagram and your YouTube channel to your profile inside of your bio. So that is something that you can consider doing as well. And something else that is a very incredibly overlooked strategy, but it is a very long-term strategy as well. For some people it does work fast, for others it doesn't, is Pinterest. So every single time you have a new piece of content, you can create several different pins to publish to your Pinterest account, or you can hire it to an assistant. You can outsource it if you want to. You can do it yourself. You can create all of these designs in Canva. So that is something that you can do, because Pinterest is a search engine which is going to be driving traffic to your profile, to your pins 24/7. So that is a really great way to get that long-term traffic. And now here's another strategy that you also may want to consider, which is the last but certainly not least, is you have all this content out there. You have your YouTube videos, you have your podcast, maybe that's what you're doing, maybe you have your blog. So do not forget about your old pieces of content that you have published months ago. Start, giving them another life and start promoting them again, because you now likely have new people in your audience that haven't seen that piece of content. So send them over there. Why not, right? So go ahead and create a tweet, create a new Pinterest, publish on your stories again, revive that video. I actually did that the other day on my Instagram account, just because I was sharing something, and then I remembered as I was recording that story, I was like, oh, I actually do have a video about that my audience may get value from. So I did take a screenshot of my YouTube channel on my phone, and I said, hey, go find it. So type this exact keyword, or if you have a swipe up feature, you can always do that. So there you go. Those are all the strategies that I'm personally using to promote my YouTube channel, which you can use to promote any piece of content across all the platforms. So I really hope this gave you some ideas, and be sure to check out all the resources down below in the description box that I have shared, and more videos on my channel that are going to help you put this process together. And also go ahead and sign up for the waitlist of the Content Empire down below in the description box as well. So do not miss that, and do not miss a special discount that might be still included, so depending when you see this video. So the course is going to be open for enrollment really soon, so sign up for that to get the updates and details. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a comment down below. Let me know what you're doing to promote your content on social media to give more eyeballs to your amazing content. So I really hope this video was helpful. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this content, and if you want to see more about coaching, social media, and entrepreneurship, then also check out these two videos right here before you leave. And I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.